Football's coming home, Marto.
You're going to fall for that too, surely not.
Oh, look, come on, mate. I mean, you must have Poms at your work. Well, there must be. I bet they're all over the streets of Brisbane still drunk.
Well, they are. The big fat, the normal English fan. But don't you love it? That's what football offers, hope. We keep talking about it. It offers hope. And then sometimes, like Australian rugby, it snatches it away from you. And that's the most beautiful thing, because who doesn't love a crying English fan? 1 minute he's cheering and he's drunk, and the next minute, oh, look, reality hit you. See ya.
Well, it was only 3 games ago that they were booing the coach and they were throwing polystyrene cups at him after the 0-0 ball with Denmark. Now he's Sir Gareth.
Yep, exactly. Mate, it's magnificent. I love soccer when I see England being disappointed.
Well, I tell you what, half the planet's going to be sitting there on Monday all dressed up and eating paella, aren't they, and hoping the Spaniards do it.
Bloody oath. It's sensational. Vamos!
Speaking of hope, though, Joe Schmidt starts off with a win against Wales. I know that.
What a win it was!
It was.
What a win!
And if you had to handpick the strongest opponent to face the Wallabies, I would have handpicked that lot. And after this, you get Georgia. There's every chance he goes 3-0 before the Bledisloe.
Thank you, and we'll keep that. And you know what momentum's like in sport. We'll keep on rolling straight through the Bledisloe. Yeah, how many are we playing this year? 2 or 3? 2. 2 zip will beat you this year. That's the sort of attitude Australian rugby fans have got at the moment.
Were you happy, though, with the way you played and happy with the win?
Bloody oath. Mate, what last time out, we got beaten, 40-6, or whatever it was. It's like a 30-point turnaround. And I know they only had 3 players from that game, Wales, but we're rejoicing here in Australia because no one knows that. We've kept that really quiet, that it's not the same Wales team we played at the World Cup. It's described as the resurgence of Australian rugby. Go, boys.
Oh, gosh.
What about you blokes? What about you blokes? 16, 15. Is that it?
Yeah, okay. No, it wasn't, that convincing. And I think, probably taken a little bit by surprise, the old Razor, to be fair. Look, he's had a lot of time to think about this, but I think that, what a lot of people aren't perhaps considering is that when you coach Super Rugby, you get another go next week. And because it's a round robin before the finals, you might actually have an average performance, and it's okay. Test match rugby, especially when you're the All Blacks coach, mate, it's like being Gareth Southgate and the England coach. There is no room for anything else other than a win and a great performance. And I think he learned that pretty quick.
Oh, yeah, God, yeah. But can you imagine how much noise would have been if they lost that by 2 points? If there was that penalty late, and next thing you know, you've gone down to England. What? We have some. Where are you guys? 4th in the world now?
Stop it, mate. We're 2nd in the world. But this is the thing.
Are you sure?
The SAFA's in the mix, mate. Talking like this is the World Cup final. Having said that rugby test was, I think, a couple of shades above every other one over the weekend, those 2 teams.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, the one in South Africa.
Oh, yeah,
mate.
South
Africa Island.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was proper rugby. Whereas, how did the South Africans do it? They didn't come out with any rust, whereas, do you think, both the All Blacks and the Wallabies, yes, very rusty. You guys will get better this weekend. We may not. We had to win it. Let's take the Wallabies. We had to win that.
Yeah.
You guys had to win it, and we did enough. And that's what it's about. You do what you got. Whatever you got to do, you do it, and to make your fans happy. So we're away. First game's out of the way. This weekend will tell us a lot more.
Knock, knock.
Oh, no. Who's there?
Rush defence.
Rush defence. Interesting. Is that what's been? That's what's been talking about? England got your work out.
You meant to say rush defence. Right, who?
Sorry. Rush defence. Who?
Wow. Okay, we haven't seen it apart from every single friggin' test against the All Blacks for the last 8 years. Can't somebody figure the bastard out? Sorry, that was my reaction, mate, because honestly, it was kind of like the All Black coaches go, oh my God, they did rush defence on us. Yes, that's what everyone does. Yeah. It's happened since 2017,
All the rugby league coaches that are in the game now, and that's what they do. Rush defence. But honestly, so they try that again this week. You guys will score 7 tries.
Well, I just hope. Okay, Damien kicked once and chipped over. There's got to be a way of actually beating this, because you call it rush, offside, outside, in, whatever it is. There is, if you're crimping in like that and your winger is 20 metres inside, there is space somewhere. You just got to find it, right?
That's exactly right, mate. That's the whole game of rugby league. Well, actually, the whole game of rugby. That's what it's supposed to be about. Having one person with the ball in their hands in the end and no one in front of him. So it'll be worked out. There'll be a lot of more crossfield kicks, etc. Joe Schmidt loves a crossfield kick too. I love what he's bringing. Where the Australians will do a lot more of it as well.
Listen to this. This is so good. I'm sorry. When Robbie Deans started as the Wallaby coach, what happened in the first test he played against the All Blacks?
Oh, I can't remember. 2012.
He had a win. He had a win. When Dave Rennie started, he had a win. Joe Schmidt had a win. So, you're all la-la-rah-rah right now. But what happens?
We're on.
What happens when all of a sudden you become the Wallabies again?
Well, we might not, because Joe Schmidt they seem to be a happy camp. Last year, under Eddie Jones, and all the nonsense that he brought to Australia, it was terrible. He might have set the code back 5 or 6 years. None of the camp was happy. Apparently, I suppose that's what happens when you win occasionally, but they're a really happy camp. I suppose all it takes is a loss, and then everyone hates Joe Schmidt. We'll see how that pans out. But right at the moment, rugby's okay again until Saturday night.
Knock, knock.
Oh, not again. Knock, knock. Oh, yeah, who's there?
The Broncos.
Broncos who?
I've just got to look for where you are on the points table. Hang on a second, mate. I'm down.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, hilarious. It's hilarious.
On, man. It's starting to get to the embarrassing stage now, isn't it?